What's up guys, Right Bombi Teacher in the house, and I am here with my PUL Week 2 match against the Denver Dusknoirs. I am of course your coach of the Royal Bournemouth Right Bombis. If you want to have a check of my team down below me, understand why I bought what I bought, what I chose to bring, check out the team builder, which should be linked down below. You should have watched it before you watched this video. If you do, you'll understand, because I'm not going to go over them in the battle. I do want to do a little bit of housekeeping though. I did actually originally record this live, but for some reason the sound on my video messed up. So I'm having to do this as a post-com. I have done post-coms before. I usually like to do them live, so I do apologize if that bothers you. I will do my best to talk about my thoughts as we're going through the battle. So I am actually going to put it on slow mode so I can talk about it step by step for you guys. But either way, if you're excited for this match and you're excited for my debut for the league, make sure to hit that like button down below, and let's get straight into the battle, shall we? Alright, so, before I press play button, I do want to talk about his team. There's no Keldeo, Cortana, or Cofagrigus on this team, all of which I expected to come. None of them actually came, so I was shocked when this battle started. But I was also extremely happy because it meant that things like my Rhyperior and my Swellow have such a good time against his team. Either way... I'm actually going to turn the music off for this video, so I do apologize if that bothers you. But yeah, so here are natural leads are on Megas. I did potentially see a Massproduced lead if he was going for Suicide lead. Mentioned that in my team builder, that he could bring a Suicide lead set, but he actually doesn't end up bringing it. So I lead off with my Sableye here. He leads Charizard as expected, so we both hit our Mega Evolutions turn 1, as we are required to do by the lead, and I just go for Fake Out here. Doing this gives me free damage on anything on his team, no matter what he switched in. He does actually go for Dragon Dance here, which is perfect for me because Foul Play as a max roll would have killed him at that range. But he actually doesn't get the kill. He actually doesn't die. Then he does go for Flare Blitz on me. This was a roll to kill me, but I had a 80% chance to live the hit at +1. So I wasn't too concerned about dying here. And he dies to his own recall, and I get a nice recover off. This gives my Sableye a nice bit of health. To whatever he switches in next. It was pretty close. He could have killed me here. The burn would have got me as well. But yeah. So now he switches Spiritomb. Now at this point I was surprised to see him set up on me here. So I just get a free Toxic off. This cripples his Spiritomb and limits its time on the field. And then I go straight into my Clefable. Now, at this point, he will not realize that I am unaware Clefable because he did not have any entry hazards up. So I just get a Moonblast off here and do a ton of damage. As we do actually see Weakness Policy, which is very cool. I like the fact that he's Rest Talk as well. It's an unusual set for Spiritomb, but it does work. But it does give me access to free rocks here, which is nice. Moonblast does actually 2-hit KO him, regardless of what he does. So he had to play for Dark Pulse flinches here. Which he will not be able to get in any. As you can see, Moonblast is just doing a ton to this poor guy. As he does rest, goes for Sleep Talk. I believe he actually rests this turn. Yeah, it doesn't actually work. Which means that if he stays in here, another Moonblast picks up the kill. Which, as you can see, he does choose to stay in. So, we now lose the Charizard on his team, as well as the Spiritomb. As you probably can already tell, guys, I'm really bad at updating the layout. I do apologize. But yeah, so we are in a very comfortable spot straight away, as he does actually bring in Neto King here. So at this point, I predict the Sludge Wave and go into Mega Sableye, thinking I'd take this pretty well, and then I suddenly remembered I was actually a Fizz Def Mega Sableye, so I didn't actually take this too well. We do actually get a crit on a Fake Out, which is kind of funny. It doesn't actually play too much in, and we go for Slowbro here, because Slowbro is my Spadef Pokemon, but you see just how much he's doing. Now, this calc means that this is a Life Orb Sheer Force Neto King, because if it was anything else, it would have done about 20 to 30%. As you can see, it did 43% there, which is a significant amount of damage. That is a higher roll. It does about 37 to, I think, 48%. So it was a mid-ish roll. So he gets pretty lucky here. He does actually switch to Manabuzz, which is a good play on his part, because I actually went for Psychic this turn. I could have gone for Scald there. Probably should have gone for Scald there. But at the end of the day, I didn't. And then I get a switch into my Rhyperior. As he goes for Foul Play himself, which is a cool move for Manabuzz. This is a standard Manabuzz set then. I can tell here. As he does go for the Defog, as I actually click Stone Edge here. You can see how much that does. This is an Assault Vest set. If I was banded, I would have knocked him out here. So we do see weak armor, which is kind of unusual. But again, Foul Play not doing enough, and we do hit another Stone Edge, and that means that Manabuzz goes down. So you can see this position is just getting better and better and better for my team. Getting rid of Manabuzz was a priority in a way for my team. I really need the Comfy gone though. That was the big one for me at this point. So as he does actually bring the Comfy in here, I do predict him to go for Giga Drain, so I just go straight for my Clefable, because Clefable takes this no problem, as you can see. Leftovers heals up half the damage that he does here. So he does actually switch to Neto King, which is a good play on my opponent's part, as I actually go for Wish here. Now at this point my opponent's starting to get quite frustrated. I do actually switch into my Slowbro here, as he does go for another Sludge Wave. You can see how much he's doing to me. This is a fully specially defensive Slowbro, by the way. So it just goes to show how much of a problem Neto King actually is. So I actually go for Trick Room here. This allows my slower threats to come in, as I'm actually surprised that he didn't opt to go for Giga Drain here and actually opted to Calm Mind. Which, now I see he's the Calm Mind set, I have the freer switch into Clefable all day, as this thing really cannot touch Clefable because I'm unaware. So no matter how much he sets up, I'm still doing anywhere between 30 and 42%. With my Moonblast, so he can keep setting up all he likes. As he does go for Draining Kiss, you can see how pitiful damage this does. I do click another Moonblast. I don't quite kill him here, but I do a little bit more than the last one, as now my Trick Room ends, which is a problem. So he does switch into Neto King, which is a good switch on my opponent's part. But Moonblast does a little bit. I was unlucky not to get a special attack drop here. That would have helped me a little bit more. As he actually goes for Shadow Ball here, which is an unusual move to see on Neto King. You don't normally see Shadow Ball. I would have been more surprised, or I would have been less surprised rather, if he bought Thunderbolt. As you can see, Sludge Wave doing a lot, but the Wish heals my Slowbro back up quite nicely. As he does actually go for Shadow Ball and actually crits me, which is incredibly unlucky. Pops my 50% berry, as I go for Trick Room again. Now at this point, Scald is going to kill, because Scald did anywhere between 70 and 82%. So I knew he was dead here. And at this point, this was pretty much a wrap. As you can see, Scald actually did not do a lot to this Massproduced, which tells me that this is an Assault Vest set. As he does actually switch into Comfy. Now, I do actually sack my Slowbro here to the Giga Drain, knowing that Giga Drain was coming. And the reason I do this is so I can switch into my Clefable relatively freely, and I can spam Moonblast as much as I want. So you can see here, the Slowbro on my team goes down, which is a little unfortunate. I would have liked to have had a 6-0 here. But you can see just how much work my Clefable did being unaware. So at this point the Comfy's gone down. And so has the Neto King. So now he's only left with Massproduced. Now I still wasn't 100% sure what this set was at the time. I knew he was Assault Vest, but I didn't know what else he had on his thing. We do see Zen Headbutt here, which is kind of interesting, as I toss up another Wish. No reason not to, really. I get a free switch into whatever I want. I actually go Mega Sableye here, as he does go for Zen Headbutt yet again. This gives my Sableye plenty of health back, and then at this point my opponent actually forfeits. Which, under the rules of the league, the forfeiture actually gives the kill to my Mega Sableye, which is pretty cool, and we do actually proceed to go and win this match 5-0. I do want to talk about this a little bit at the end of the video, because my opponent actually ended up tilting so bad I ended up leaving the league's Discord. I do hope that he cools off, and I do hope that he's okay. I never like to see that when I'm in a league. I do understand that games like this can be incredibly frustrating. I've had this over the years when I've been battling. I've been battling for a very long time. Even I get frustrated sometimes. Okay, it does happen. It's part of the game. My opponent is a good battler. Okay, he had pretty good prep for me. Unfortunately, his tech and his prep didn't come off for him on this occasion. But I saw his week 1 match, and he was very close to winning that match as well. He literally only missed out by 1 over prediction. If he got that prediction right, he goes on to win the game. So, he is a good battler. He is a good opponent. I think in the coming weeks, he will be a threat going forward. He has a really strong team. So I look forward to seeing his progress. But either way, we take a nice 5-0 victory here. Hope you guys enjoyed this post-com. Again, really sorry it's a post-com and not the live recording. I will try and get a live recording for you next time. Either way, my name is Robombi Teacher. I'm your coach at the Royal Bournemouth Robombies, and I will see you next time.